Hi, welcome to Analytics Roll. This is lesson one and what's going to be our Python for Data Science course. This course is going to take you from never having coded in Python before all the way up to building machine learning models in Python. This is not focused on graphics or making video games or anything. This is focused solely on data use. So we're going to worry about all the features in Python used to manipulate data, work with data, analyze data, statistical modeling, finally predictive modeling and machine learning. In this first lesson, we're going to focus on installing Python, and we're going to do the hello world, which is pretty much the first program most people learn how to make. Again, this first lesson is designed for people who kind of brand new to the idea of programming or Python. So if you're already aware of this, you can kind of skip ahead. But installing Python, we're going to be using the Anaconda distribution, which is the most popular distribution for data science out there. It's free, no cost, and it comes with all the libraries you'll need. You can obviously use different ones if you'd like, but it's probably easier to follow along if we're all on the same page here. And today we're going to focus on Jupyter Notebooks, Spider, and the terminal. Let's go ahead and get Python. So the first thing you want to do is go to Google, or wherever your favorite, web browser is or web search is, Anaconda Python. Scroll down to Anaconda distribution, and you're on the page for it. You can see they have Windows, Mac, and Linux downloaders. I'm on a Windows download. Download whatever the newest version available is. Just download it and run it. It's pretty simple. I'm not going to film the whole install process. We'll just go ahead and assume you guys know how to do that. Once you're installed, you'll get something like this, Anaconda Navigator. Yours is probably different than mine because you can see mine needs to be upgraded now anyway, so I'm behind. Uh, you'll notice there's some features here that you can install later for other stuff. Like this is designed if you're like a web developer who wants to put Python in there. Uh, we're going to be focusing on these courses here on the Spider, Jupyter Notebooks, and the command prompt. Now the command prompt may look like just a regular command prompt for you, or a terminal if you're over there on the other operating systems. But you'll notice it does say Anaconda prompt. This is a little different. The main purpose I use for this is installing new libraries, which we'll get into later. I'll explain how to do that. But if you really want to, you can see, type in Python here. Now keep in mind Python is case sensitive, so the P has to be capital. You're now in a Python development. You can actually program Python here. So I could, A equals 2, and I could say, what's A? So it is Python. It works this way. It's line by line. It's really, you can't really go back and fix the other lines, so I don't do it that way that often. But if you want to, you can do it from there. The most way I do it the most is this thing called Spider, which is a full-blown IDE, and which you can type in all your code here. You watch your code run down in this window. You have different features like variable explorers over here. This, in my daily work as a data scientist, this is how I normally use Python. But we're going to start with the Jupyter Notebooks. Where if you just hit launch from here, it'll start to spin, and then your favorite browser, your default browser, will pop up with this, Jupyter Notebooks. This is a great way to start. It's really great for slowly iterating through your code, and it's great for reading and understanding the code well. So you're going to go here, and you'll just hit New, Python 3, and a new window will open. All right, there we are. First thing you can do is grab to the title, and let's change the title, just so we can keep copy. Hello World. Rename. And the way this works here is these are cells. So you can type in code in this cell, and then you run the code. And you can have as many cells as you want going down, but you can nicely separate the code, and you can also add in things like markup code. So you can add in it's great for documenting. You can put notes and everything in here. But we're going to start, as I told you, we're going to build our hello world. So really simple, we're going to work on our first command, print. Now to run a print command in Python, you have to put whatever you want to print in the parentheses. So we're going to print. Notice it's lowercase p. If you put an uppercase P, it will not work. It'll fail. Inside the parentheses, because we're going to have a string, we're going to put some quotes. Notice I only had to hit the one button. Both appear for me there, so that makes it easier. We're going to type in hello world, and then we're going to hit this guy right here, this arrow, and it's going to run it. And there you go, hello world. You just created your first Python program. Not exciting, I know, but we'll go ahead. This is a start. We're going to go ahead into the next lessons. We're going to work on some arithmetic operators. We're going to work on working with variables. And eventually, we're going to get into some pretty cool stuff. As with all my lessons, I have a full write-up on my website, analyticsforall.org. I'll have a link for this down in the video description. But this will take you through, you can walk through and read everything I did, so you don't have to go back and try to watch the video again if you don't want. And it'll also link you back to the other pages and the other operating systems and the rest of the lessons. Okay, again, thank you for visiting. This is Analytics for All. If you like this, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below. Let me know what you want me to work on next. Again, that's Analytics for All. Thank you very much.